Hello everyone. Today I will be reacting to this video. I hope you enjoy and thanks for watching.
The first image of accused Georgia school shooter Colt Gray has emerged. The picture shows a smiling Gray in a yearbook photo from 2022. Gray was taken into custody minutes after he allegedly opened fire on Appalachian High School in Winder, Georgia, Wednesday, killing 2 fellow students and 2 teachers. 9 others were taken to local hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. His aunt, Annie Brown, told the Washington Post on Thursday that the boy had been begging for help from everybody around him. She said that he had been struggling with his mental health prior to the shooting. Investigators are said to have found clues he was obsessed with the 2018 massacre at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, which left 17 people dead. The teen and his father were investigated by the FBI in May 2023 over online school shooting threats, which included posts with photos of guns. Gray remains in juvenile custody in Georgia, awaiting his first court appearance. He will be charged as an adult.
I thought I was gonna die. It sounded so close, I'm sure it was, because it was right near. I don't know exactly which door, but you hear bang, bang. It's something you never think will happen, like you pray about it every day, like, Lord, just let me go to school safe, and then there's...
I was looking in the mirror and I hear doom, 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 doom. Like I started running in my classroom's right in front of the bathroom. So I ran to my classroom. I'm just banging on the door. I'm like, bro, let me in, please let me in. My teammate Hunter, he comes running and he pushes the door open and I finally get in.
I was praying. I told my classmates to pray. My classmates were praying. And then the cops came in, so everybody put their hands up, and rightfully so. They told us to get out, leave everything that we have. And like we look around and I saw this like kid like laying on the floor, dead, right, with detached AR on the floor, and they just told us to keep our heads straight, make sure not to look around.
If something like this can happen here when you think it's a normal day, it can happen anywhere, and that's what really hurts.
Tributes are pouring in as the 4 victims of the Georgia shooting have been identified. 2 students and 2 teachers tragically lost their lives in the mass shooting. The attack, which also injured 8 students and 1 teacher, sent shockwaves through the community. Students Mason Schermerhorn and Christian Angulo, both 14, and teachers Christina Irami and Richard Aspinwall were named by authorities. Schermerhorn was autistic, and family members shared photos of him on social media when they couldn't contact him. Friends of Schermerhorn's family described him as a lighthearted teenager who spent time with his family, reading, telling jokes, playing video games, and visiting Walt Disney World. Christian Angulo was described as a free spirit with a chill attitude. Richard Aspinwall taught math at Appalachian High School and was the school football team's defensive coordinator. Head coach Mike Hancock said, "He was a great dad, man, and a great father." 53-year-old Christina Irami was also a math teacher at the high school. Students described her as patient and caring. Special education teacher David Phoenix was the first to be pictured. Phoenix was shot in the hip and foot, but survived the tragedy. The shooter, 14-year-old Colt Gray, was a student at the high school. He was arrested and charged with murder. He will be tried as an adult. Our thoughts are with the victims' families and all those affected by this tragedy at this time. At least 4 victims are dead and several others have been taken to hospitals after a gunman opened fire at Appalachian High School in Winder, Georgia. The high school, which is home to around 1,900 students, was put on lockdown. As shots rang out, students could hear screams ringing through the school. Heavily armed police were seen entering the school as students were evacuated into the football stadium. Petrified parents showed up amid the situation to try to reunite with their children. One mother stating, "A parent's worst nightmare." Mother Erin Clark received a text message from her son, Ethan, telling her there was a school shooting underway. The suspect is alive and in custody. According to sources, the shooter is believed to be a 14-year-old male, but it's unclear whether the student attends the school. The first injured victim has been identified, David Phoenix, a special education teacher and coach at the school. This is a developing story.
The teachers each have an ID with their picture on it, and they have a button on that ID, and they press it so many times, and it alerts us where that incident is occurring. So it sends us a GPS coordinate of that actual ID to the foot of where that person's at. It also locks down the school screens. We're on lockdown, and the teachers know to go in and block the doors, and they begin doing that as well. We will get alerts, and then I have an alert history from yesterday. Obviously, these red are hard lockdown, and it has different levels. I got 26 yesterday, and you can go here, and it'll tell you what school it's at, obviously, when the alert goes on. But, like, for example, yesterday at Appalachia, you have the actual layout of the school, and when the alert goes off, you'll have an actual ping of that location of where they were at. So the actual shooting occurred at this hall here, and there were multiple red dots going off in that area, so the law enforcement knows to get there.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you